everybody, thank you for joining me for another video on my Flannel Whiskers ASMR YouTube channel. The videos on my channel are mostly a sort of show and tell type of ASMR, and I enjoy featuring a lot of different kinds of collections. And this collection of Christmas gift tags has been a collection I've been looking forward to creating a video of for several months, and I hope that you enjoy it. So this packaging has a decorative border on the card that looks like that metal kind of, I don't want to call it rickrack, it's not rickrack, but it's like a interesting ribbon that was used a lot in the 70s. And so this assortment was originally 34 cents, and then it went on sale for 17 cents for this 110 piece assortment. And I thought maybe it was Kmart, but it says something about some other company, SS Cruise Company, I don't know, Michigan. But this blister pack is fun because it has tags that they actually have a string already attached to them. These Santa ones, these pink Santa ones. And this one it's a beautiful little angel with crochet. And then these are seals. And I have a bag of seals that we'll look at separately. But these are 3 different things, and they're perforated. And after you punch them out, they're kind of gummy on the back side, so that if you moisten the gum, it's supposed to be adhesive. But that's a fun old package of cards. This one is actually not vintage at all. It's just in the collection. It's pretty. It's foils. This one is Courier and Ives, and it has some old world pictures on it. Like the horse carriage and the old mill. Sorry about the glare off of the light. I like the old mill. It's from Troy, Pennsylvania. Okay, actually, so this is not a gift tag, but it was in my collection, and it's an old book of Christmas carols. I was looking for a date on it, and it says this is revised 1974, but it also brags that it's printed on recycled paper in the USA. And I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think in 1974 they were concerned about letting people know when they're printing on recycled paper. So I don't think it's that old. It is kind of old though. It's obviously aged, and the staples have rusted and marked the pages with their rust. I don't know how to read sheet music, but this does say that for this "O Little Town of Bethlehem" song, some version was 1868 by this person and 1868 by that person. And Silent Night doesn't have a date. And here's one where It Came Upon a Midnight Clear, has 1846 and 1850. These pages were ripped and then taped up with Scotch tape. There's not even the staples are long gone, but they left a lot of rust. What else? This is interesting. O Come All Ye Faithful here has an 1841 and a 1751. This looks like something maybe the carolers would take it out because it's very small and compact. But I like the font used. It's from John Hancock Mutual Life Insurance Company. I like the old font. Okay, that was a distraction, tangent. Here's a retail card with a bunch of different tags. And it looks like it's hard to read the tag because it's been damaged. It looks like this package was 69 cents when it was sold. The artwork on these tags don't look very retro or vintage. They look pretty. I mean, those could be modern day. This one is from Clio. And the package was originally 49 cents for 40 pieces. So that's like a penny each, right? And it was sold by Long's Drugs for 46 cents. And you're supposed to open these on the back side and take them through here, but somebody didn't open it right. They opened it to come out the top. So these all have strings attached already. They're just cotton strings. And that's just amazing to me that they came with strings attached for only a penny a piece. I like the artwork on the ball ornaments. And this card is probably my oldest one. It came from Ernst hardware store. It's hard to read the tag, but I recognize the blocks around the letters. And it was 98 cents. And these are basically, they're large sheets, and you have to punch out the individual tags. They're perforated. So you just have to carefully punch them out of each sheet. And I love the artwork on these old tags. I especially love the Christmas tree. So now I also have this book with lots of tags. So it's kind of hard to tell where it begins and ends. So I have this little book cover. There's a front and a back and 2 rings, but I just keep it on 1 ring. So some pretty straightforward candy canes with a green ribbon. And a plain Merry Christmas. This blue robin is really cute with his green hat and holly. Of course, cardinals are a popular Christmas theme. Here's the blue tags with a snowman wearing a cute little hat with a puffy thing on the end. There's a basket of holly. I like these tags. They look very much like a watercolor painting. And of course you have the cute little dog wearing a Santa outfit. Very cute. We have Santa here with a couple. They're either elves or they're kids wearing their little elf pajamas. Striped. And stockings overflowing with presents. There's a brightly orange bag with very colorful ornaments that are simple but very beautiful in the colors. There's Santa with his chubby cheeks. And these tags, I don't know if you can tell through the camera lens, but there's accents on it that are kind of shiny. Glitter with a peppermint jar, an ornament, and gingerbread man. And here's another one that looks kind of like a watercolor painting. Mailbox overflowing with presents. And a yellow tag that looks a lot like, this one that we already saw. The font that spells out Merry Christmas is almost identical. And I guess the tree isn't. I mean, the general shape of the tree is similar. I don't know. They're similar, I guess. Probably because their yellow is. And the general shape of the tree made me think about this one. It's a yellow tree. Cute little elf. Gingerbread house. I think it's the only gingerbread house that I have in the collection, which is weird. There's some basic Christmas trees. A partridge and a pear. And some wreaths. That's super plain. Okay, this tag I love. It's so weird to me. There's a fish with holly in its mouth. And it's got some silver embossing on it. It's just very unique. And it's got a little punch out there for you to punch a hole and put the ribbon through it. There's Santa in a chimney. And this will be a mailbox. And it's a fun picture of some carolers. It's very simple gold star. And simple snowflakes. I really like this snowman couple. And here's one with a mailbox decorated with holly and holly berries and a little bird on top. A kitten and a dog. A tree. This patchwork stocking looks very 70s to me. The colors used and the pattern there. And I just feel like, yeah, I think there were a lot of stockings that were quilted like that back in the 70s. There's a basket of poinsettias. Snowman on yellow. Merry Christmas. This Christmas tree is super wide at the bottom, and it has candles with little glowing balls with the candles. And a cute little fawn. Here's an angel kneeling at the baby Jesus. We have a Mr. and Mrs. Snowman. These tags are interesting because you can see evidence that they were perforated at one point. They have little torn spots where they were torn from other things. It's a cute little fat bird. And there's a mouse sleeping in his quilted blanket. Santa with his bag of goodies. I think it's mice. Are these mice that are hanging on to him? And there's a little girl in her sleep on it, her candlestick pajama bonnet. Okay, and then these 3 crowns. These are from the same set that the fish came from, the fish that had the hole in its mouth, and they have accents of silver embossing on them. And this is also from that set where Santa is delivering toys from a hot air balloon rather than a reindeer sleigh. Anyway, it's interesting. Holly and different holly. Oh, I love this one. I love the bells, and I love how much it looks just like a watercolor artwork. I bet this is from the same collection. It's a little bit kind of watercolor, retro colors, and beautiful candlestick. Some bells. That's just plain season's greetings. These ones are cool because their edging is shaped like holly leaves. We have a trio of carolers here. The snowman is cute. He's got a candy cane taller than he is. This is fun. This tag is funny because, well, it's a partridge and a pear tree, and then a giraffe. The giraffe is pink. And then you have Santa off in the background with his reindeer sleigh. And he almost looks like he's kind of shouting at the giraffe and the tree for some reason. It's fun. It's from the same collection that the fish is from. This is poinsettia. Oh, cute little mouse taking a nap against a candy cane. There's some pine cones. A man and a woman. I love his tie. It's super wide right there. She even looks like she's showing the tie. She's wearing holly in her hair. Okay, so we're not done. There's more. So these are some seals like I was describing earlier. These are actually I bet these go in here because it matches the set that's up there, and it's the right size for the missing cards that were right there. Let's see if I can put it back in. Oh, fun. So these seals, you just would punch them out like this. Comes in its own little unique shape. And then they had a backing that was sort of gummy, so that if you would moisten it or lick it or whatever, it became sticky like a sticker. I really like this artwork. I like the kitty in the stocking and this angel with her little pigtails. And again, the snowman always carrying a broom. I don't understand. feel like I've rescued these from Miscellaneous and now they have a place to go. Cute. And because I love vintage strawberry shortcake, I have some vintage strawberry shortcake Christmas tags. There's 2 designs. Strawberry shortcake and custard. Her cat. And strawberry shortcake with raspberry tart and apple dumpling. These are in pretty good shape. I'm glad that they're not yellowed and brittle. So these 2 sets, they're from Hallmark. You can see a little Hallmark crown logo right there. And I love how simple the coloring is. There's only black, red, and gold, and yet they're so pretty and sparkly. And this one is just black and gold. It's a beautiful carriage ride scenery. Some flecks of gold in the background. It's got the 2 from to write on. And the texture is a little bit, it's smooth, but it does have a texture kind of like a painted wall. If you were to just feel the texture of a wall that's been painted, it feels a little bit like that. Like drywall with paint. And I love that it has just like splashes of pink color around there. Those are really cute. This is kind of like my book, but they're ones that are too big for those pages, for those bags. This I like, the ornamental vase has like a couple of ornaments inside the globe, some candy canes. These are so fun. So these punch out, and this was a piece of adhesive at one point, and then you fan it out to make it 3-dimensional. And it's kind of stuck a little bit, so I don't want to pull too hard, but yeah, make a cute little three-dimensional accent. This Santa is even cuter than the reindeer. Let's see. Look at his mustache, it's like way the heck out there. It goes past his hand. Anyways, you fan out the thing. And now he's a fat belly Santa. That's fun. Some of these are vintage, they're just convenient to keep in there. Look at that cute fat face Santa. And kids playing their piano and drums in their footy pajamas. Big teddy bear in a wreath. And an angel with their angel wings there. That one's kind of plain. Fun musical instruments with faces. Rocking horse with a cute little clown doll. And this, is it a fire truck? I think it's a fire truck. Has a face on it. And some kids poking their head through the door of the living room. There's something else in here. Little bunny rabbit with a wreath. And a giant bow. And then the last thing is this box. So these are all the ones that I have only one of, maybe two. So I just didn't want to put them in my book since there would be only one tag per page. Going on a sleigh ride. Another sleigh ride. So plain season's greetings. This one I really like. It has a very short, fat Santa looking in through the stained glass window at the Nativity. It's embossed. This looks funny to me because there's no dimensionality to it. It just looks like there's one house that sits on top of another house. There's a dog on a rocking chair with a red bow. And it's felt. It actually has like a softness to it right there. This reminds me of the artwork that's in those magazines called Ideals. The Ideals magazines. They had artwork like that a lot. I like it when the candles on the tree have little glowing orbs around the candle light. It's Santa with lots of kids. Okay. This tag has the three kings, or the three wise men, and it's from the same collection that fish is from, the fish that had the holly in its mouth. It has the same accents of silver embossing. This one, was in the same card set, but it's not from the set. It doesn't have a hole poked in it. The coloring is a little bit different, just very slightly different, but it's from a different set. There's another one that has a string attached, a little piece of cotton string. This has glitter along the top and the side, this wreath. I think this was a sticker because it's somewhat attached to this other piece of paper, and it's a little bit glossy. So I think it was meant to be the kind of sticker that you moisten the back and stick it onto something. This is a little tiny Hallmark card. Had a little adhesive backing right there. This bell has embossed white stuff on it. this is a gift tag. I'm not sure where it came from. I think someone covered it with like a Mod Podge. And it says Sunkissed on it. It's really often that I see churches on Christmas cards that have a really tall steeple. But in real life, I don't see very many churches with tall, skinny steeples like that. This tag gives dimensionality. There's adhesive right here. So when you push that down on something and you fold it like that, it has a little bit of dimension. Just a couple of plain ones. This also looks like the artwork in the Ideals magazines. Cute little vertical snowman. A Jack-in-the-Box Santa. I'm sad that's my only one and it's got kind of a stain right there. This mouse is really cute. I don't know what you call that pajama hat, but he's really cute, and it has a jingle bell on the very end. Trumpets that are glittery. A really retro Santa. This guy, he reminds me of a cartoon character from like Hanna-Barbera back in the day, but I don't know what character it reminds me of. Was there a character named Magoo? I couldn't see very well. I don't remember, but the nose, the illustration just looks like that. Maybe red with a candy cane. A fun little collection of toys. A snowman holding a broom. Bells. Mr. and Mrs. Santa. Snowman holding a broom. Santa reading his list. This tag is cool because it's got a super jagged edge right there. It's from the same collection as the fish and the Three Wise Men. I really like lamp posts as part of a Christmas decoration, and it's accented with some glitter and white embossing. So a snowman with a wreath and a bunny with some holly. And there's a partridge. There's a plain Santa. And these are the last two. A lamppost and a decorative candle set. I'm so happy I got to share my collection with you guys. If you enjoyed my video, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. And for the last few minutes, I'm just going to take some time and flip through my book again. Thank you so much.